Hi everyone, this is where we do our forums, and you'll be doing forums throughout this class, and that's how we kind of communicate. Now you have, every week you have assignments to do, and forums are part of it. And so sometimes you'll have to give me a break on grading them. I have quite a few students. I'll try to give you feedback on your forums. But let's talk about this real quick. I'm going to go right here. So here's our first week forum. Financial statement analysis. Now, here's the instructions on the forms, by the way. So the form opens on day 1. Now, you don't have to have it all done by day 1. It says here you can have the 2 or 3 to 4 days to do it. Initial post about the topic, which I'll talk about this first topic here in a minute. And then you want to respond to somebody by the end of the week. Now, because this is an accelerated class, it's not 13 weeks. You only have 7 weeks to do all this work. We got a lot of stuff to cover, so try to stay on top of it. Now, you can refer to the syllabus on how many points this is all worth and how much part of your grade, because I know there's going to, like everybody, you're going to have weeks where you're going to have a hard time getting to all the work that's required. And so if you miss the forum, it's not a huge part of the overall grade, but I think it's really an area where we can communicate back and forth, especially if you're reading other posts by other students. Now, you'll have to do yours first before you can see the other people. So you'll see here, you can read about it. I'm not so, it says to have some citations, says at least 2 citations. I'm really more interested in your critical thinking. This is the critical thinking part of the class. I mean, you're going to do your homework and these kinds of things and take the final and midterm. But the critical thinking is about how do you apply all this stuff. That's really what I'm interested in here. So I'm not so much concerned about all of the citations and things like this. I want you to really think about what you're answering here. By the way, don't just give copy and paste out of the book. I'm not interested in that. I can read the book. I want your opinion on this, okay? And this is just, of course, the first one. So let's take a look at this. What is this one? So here's number 1, week 1. What are at least 3 financial questions business owners and managers should be able to answer in regards to their business as a result of the review of their company's accounting statements? Now, we're going to be talking a lot about the accounting statements in the first couple chapters. But you can read the book and all that, but really think about this. If you have no experience in accounting, you don't even know that much about this stuff, this is maybe brand new to you. Think about 3 financial questions. Financial, not marketing, not other things. Financial questions business owners and managers should be able to answer. Okay, and so that's where I want you to think about this. And this is not something you're going to be graded like you get this completely wrong, because I know this is our first week. You don't know any of this stuff probably. Some of you, maybe you work in the field and you know a lot about it. I don't know. But don't stress over it. It's really more about your critical thinking and thinking about it, right? And give me the answer. I know what the author says of the book. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm more interested in your take on that, okay? That's what this is all about. It's about you being able to absorb information from the book and the materials and my videos, if I send videos on particular weeks, and then be able to process that information and use it in a thought process. And that's really what the forums are designed for. And that's why I like to give you feedback on them, because sometimes people, they give the book answer, but in the real world, the book answer is not always the easiest, is not the right answer. You are a person that God's placed in a particular place at a particular time to be an influence for him, right? And so that is where the personal part of it comes in. So if somebody comes up to you in business and asks you a business question, because maybe you're the accountant now, and you give them some text, but well, according to Warren and Reeves of 2009, they said, well, okay, that's great. And somebody, wow, this guy, he's like, but you need to add your personal take on it. That's what I want to hear. And how God can use you, especially in financial things, because God is part of every part of our life. And that's why it's so exciting for me to share with you that even in boring kind of stuff like numbers and credits and debits and these things, God is there with you. And you got to be able to communicate it, right? Okay. Have fun with this, okay? Have fun with the forums. Don't sweat at the grades and all that. Focus on that for your homework.